Fires of Satan. Even without any lungs to breathe, this march has been killer on these creaky joints. Perhaps I should not have stowed so many severed limbs to snack on. Well, there's no rest for the wicked, as they say. Good evening, ghouls and ghosts, and welcome back to Spooktober. I am your dashingly demonic chauffeur, Scalamundo, and today we will be delivering a precious package with the Netflix film Cargo. Cargo is a zombie film hailing from the land down under, but not all the way under, Australia. Now I must confess, the zombie subgenre has grown a bit wearisome in recent times, but Cargo arrives on the scene wielding a weapon to swiftly silence any naysayers: award nominations. And given a promising concept with a strong focus on character-driven dramatics, you would be inclined to believe that it would rise up from its rotting foundations. The film stars Martin Freeman as he must undertake a most unexpected journey into the Australian outback, where he must find a suitable caretaker for his infant daughter before coming down with the sickness. Cargo wastes no time establishing its characters and the dangerous world they have come to inhabit, as what seems like the ordinary and mundane hastily bares its bloody infected teeth. The choice to unleash the zombie hordes in the Australian outback is a devilishly inspired one. After all, if the zombies don't kill you, everything else out there will surely try to. It creates a consuming and claustrophobic cage of sorts in an otherwise expansive and vibrant landscape. But it doesn't take long, however, for you to realize just how truly vast and empty this space actually is. Cargo is a film that tries desperately to establish itself as an adventure of intellectual weight and emotional depth, but finds itself more often than not floundering about like a listless corpse. What start as supposedly intelligent characters, more than capable of navigating a treacherous and dangerous world, soon find themselves suddenly infected with a strain of the stupid. Getting to the actual plot of the movie is something of a slog in itself, as though we are being forcefully dragged through a mucky swamp when there was a perfectly good boat at the dock nearby. Sadly, even after the clock of inevitability does start ticking, the pacing of the film still does not seem to give a moan about it. You'd think that a man who only has 48 hours to locate a guardian for his precious infant soul before turning into a pussy, flesh-eating abomination himself would have a bit more urgency about him. Though I do suppose turning into a zombie would raise his coolness on the dad scale by about 20%. Cargo is, in essence, a somewhat broody exercise in watching Martin Freeman power walk aimlessly around a bushy desert for 90 minutes. And speaking of this desert, the film has somehow managed to make a mockery of the deadly Australian outback. Sure, it may be overrun with slow, twitchy, shambling cadavers, but where are the snakes? Where are the tarantulas? Where are the packs of ravenous, baby-devouring dingoes I have heard so much about? Yes, I know it's supposed to be a character piece that is not overly concerned about its environment or its surroundings, but Australia is about as close as you can get to hell on Earth, and this was a blindly missed opportunity. Actually, now that I think about it, there seems to be a lot missing from this film. And by a lot, I mean a lot of money. It feels very low budget, which is not in itself a horrible thing to be, but this feels like one of those low-budget sci-fi channel movies, except if they tried to bring actual life to the script this time. Perhaps they were trying to bring an eerie minimalist atmosphere to the whole thing, but it comes off as more of a vacant plot with cheap decorations. I am wondering if their budget consisted of Martin Freeman and I don't know, piece together the rest of it later? In their defense, it was money well spent, as Martin Freeman delivers a reserved, emotionally wrenching performance at times. While he remains level-headed and perseverant for much of the film, it is his quieter moments of weakness and desperation as the illness slowly consumes him that will leave your sight blurry with thickened tears. And the final 15 minutes of the film alone rouse enough emotional life to resurrect an entire graveyard. Despite an otherwise meandering and tedious journey through the Australian countryside, the finale is a masterpiece so powerful it would inspire even a zombie's departed heart to beat again. It's just a shame the film as a whole is so decrepit. There is a good concept in there, one that was unfortunately reaped from the soil before it was given enough time to properly ferment. Cargo is a film that attempted to dig deep, but only made it deep enough to bury its head in the ground. Bones down. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. It pained me to see a film that was honored with several accolades turn out to be such a slow, plodding, shambly disappointment. But anyway, if you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. You can also head over to Twitter and to Facebook and follow on there. And as always, if you want to know your flicks, you know where to click. Happy haunting, everyone. I will see you all next time.